Sejanus, the rise and fall of Rome's shadow ruler. In the annals of Roman history, few figures have embodied the duality of ambition and downfall as vividly as Lucius Aelius Sejanus. Once the trusted Praetorian Prefect under Emperor Tiberius, his meteoric rise and catastrophic fall stand as a testament to the perils of unchecked power and political intrigue. The rise to power. Born in 20 BCE into the distinguished Sejanus family, Lucius Aelius Sejanus inherited both military discipline and political acumen. His father, Strabo, held command over the Praetorian Guard, a position Sejanus would later inherit and transform into the most formidable instrument of political control in Rome. Upon his father's departure to govern Egypt, Sejanus was appointed prefect of the Praetorian Guard in 15 CE. What had previously been a loosely organized body of elite soldiers became, under Sejanus, a well-structured and immensely powerful force capable of swaying imperial decisions. He consolidated the Guard into a single fortified encampment in Rome, ensuring its unity and its loyalty, first to Tiberius and then, increasingly, to himself. The manipulation of Tiberius, an aging and often reclusive emperor, found in Sejanus a competent and trusted administrator. Over time, Sejanus ingratiated himself so deeply with the emperor that he became his chief advisor, wielding influence over the imperial court. By eliminating perceived rivals and curating an atmosphere of paranoia, Sejanus ensured his own ascent. The removal of Drusus Julius Caesar, the son of Tiberius and heir to the throne, was one of Sejanus's most audacious maneuvers. Historical accounts suggest that Sejanus, having gained the trust of Drusus's wife, Livilla, orchestrated the poisoning of Tiberius's son. With Drusus eliminated in 23 CE, Sejanus saw his path to greater power widen. Consolidating authority. With Tiberius retreating further into isolation, eventually secluding himself on the island of Capri, Sejanus became the de facto ruler of Rome. His ability to manipulate imperial correspondence allowed him to shape policies and dictate orders. Senators, governors, and even members of the imperial family found themselves at his mercy. To further cement his position, Sejanus sought marriage into the imperial family, proposing an alliance with Livilla. However, Tiberius hesitated, wary of granting too much legitimacy to his ambitious prefect. Despite this setback, Sejanus continued to wield immense authority, purging enemies and accumulating honors that made him appear as the empire's co-ruler in all but title. The turning tide. By 30 CE, Sejanus's power seemed unshakable. However, he had underestimated the latent suspicions of Tiberius and the resilience of those he had sought to sideline. Antonia Minor, the grandmother of the future Emperor Caligula, reportedly played a pivotal role in alerting Tiberius to the true extent of Sejanus's ambitions. In 31 CE, Tiberius, still residing in Capri, issued a carefully crafted letter to the Senate. Initially, it read as a routine confirmation of Sejanus's authority, but as it was read aloud in the Senate, its tone shifted, exposing Sejanus's treachery. In a stunning reversal, the Senate, which had once feared him, turned against him. His allies melted away, and the Praetorian Guard, loyal only to the reigning emperor, abandoned their former commander. The fall and execution arrested mid-session, Sejanus was dragged from the Senate and imprisoned. The man who had once orchestrated purges now found himself at the mercy of the very system he had manipulated. Within hours, he was executed by strangulation, his body thrown down the Gemonian stairs, where the Roman populace, eager for retribution, mutilated it. His family and supporters were systematically hunted down, their fates mirroring his own. Legacy of a cautionary tale. Sejanus's rise and fall serve as a stark warning about the dangers of unchecked ambition. Though he never wore the purple of an emperor, for a time he ruled Rome in all but name. His story illustrates the perilous nature of imperial politics, where favor can turn to ruin in an instant. Tiberius, though often portrayed as paranoid and detached, had ultimately outmaneuvered his most ambitious subordinate. In the years following Sejanus's execution, Rome remained haunted by the specter of his influence. His memory was condemned, his statues destroyed, and his name erased from official records, an ignominious end for the man who once sought to control an empire. In the grand tapestry of Roman history, Sejanus stands as both a master manipulator and a cautionary figure, a reminder that power, when seized too aggressively, can just as easily be lost.